how to create an ebook. And essentially an ebook is a PDF that can enable you to create a training that could be a freebie, or it could be part of your group program or course. And this can enable you to scale and sell. If you like this video, I would love you to subscribe. Please click on the link below. Hello, so we are going to dive right into Canva and I'll show you how to create a free ebook that really can enable you to create courses and give you that flexibility. Canva is a brilliant tutorial and it enables you to design and look really professional even when you're first starting out. So I really recommend it. So let's dive in.
Hello, so we're on Canva, and basically Canva is this amazing resource that can give you lots of different options for creating an ebook. And so if you look below, it can give you, you can type in the word ebook, but you can also scroll along to get some ideas because something might pop up that you see. So for example, if we go a bit further, there's flyers. Further still, we've got A4 documents, or letterheads, book covers, which I have already got opened, yearbooks, infographics are usually too big. Let's keep going. So, and if we look on all the designs, so there's lots of different designs and you can just choose one that suits you. And so many like worksheets, which is a really great, if you're running a course or something, this might be a really good one. So I'm just going to go back to, and we can do a mix of worksheets. And then I've also opened up here the newsletter templates, so you can take some design from that, and it might be a mix of the newsletter template plus the worksheet plus even the book cover, and so you can just choose bits and add them all together. So you might want to start with something like book cover, something like say this one, where you had something like that. And you've got something that's really stands out but simple, and then inside it might be you want to add a contents page, which again looks really nice, really attractive, but you then might want to say, you know what, actually I'm going to add in some other content, so something more like this where it's got other information that you can include on it. So I liked the Breakfast Club. So if we click on this one, use this template. So you click to add the templates. You can change it so it's really your kind of design. So you can change the font. So because I have a paid version of Canva, my fonts are kind of saved, so I could go with that one, so I have Montserrat as my kind of main font. You can then change the images, so if I wanted to call this welcome to, and let's say I did the newsletter about my membership. Okay, so it could be something like that. Then I would go and add in some photos. So let's say something like that, or it might be that something like that went to the top. Doesn't work so well. Maybe underneath you might say, actually, let's have a search of what's available. So you could do, I always look for terms like pink desk, and it brings up quite a few handy sort of office backdrops for particular things. So if I wanted to put that in there, as you can see, it's sort of, that you might say that's too cluttered. You could have that one instead. And maybe you wanted to have this colouring rather than it being white. You wanted it to be pink. So you could then change that transparency, make it slightly that, and then change these colours. So these are my brand colours that I have saved. And again, the image at the bottom, I might want something, a kind of reverse of that, or go for this image that we talked about before, but I move it up slightly. Misses out the flowers, so it's not the best one. Could try something like that. Let's see if there's something better, but you kind of get the gist. Maybe that's better. And then you maybe want 4 images. Again, these could be similar things again that you add in. No, I didn't mean to do that. Pinterest is getting carried away there. I'll scroll down, maybe I'll have this one in here. So you've kind of got, and then I change that colour so it's more again in my colour scheme. Change that there. So it's something, maybe I'll change that to the pink. And you sort of see how you can very easily change it so it's something that works for you as kind of a design that works, and you can easily then share information, and then you can put these different pages together so you can combine the different pages. So if we went back, we've done the newsletter one. If we wanted to do the main worksheet, so let's say that there's some particular pages that we really like, whether it's sort of something more like that or the essay writing exercise. Let's see what else there is that's a good one. Maybe it's this one. You can make that one a bit prettier. Maybe that one. And so if we go back here, if you then wanted to go back to templates, and you could then search all the templates, you're then searching for, what was this called precisely? So we want an English worksheet. Here we are. So we'll go back to templates. And see what comes up. And so then you can then start adding that into the design, basically. And it enables you to build up an ebook that looks really attractive and doesn't look like, it looks like someone has designed it. And so when you're first starting out on a budget, this is a much better way of creating content and creating those downloads than having to spend a fortune on a designer or doing something. I remember kind of doing a Word document and then turning it into a PDF and then trying to make it where I could type in the boxes, and it just looked really naff. Whereas this looks, much more professional and really helps you to stand out. And that's essentially, at the end of the day, for your business, you want to be able to stand out. So I definitely say with Canva, it helps if you have the professional version, because then you can add in your colors and it's just much quicker. But if you have the free version, you just have to have all the colors to hand, add those in, and it makes it a lot better. The other thing I've done just recently is with the photos on Canva, you can basically spend, it's $8 a month, and you can get like 40,000, I think it is, professional photos. So it enables you, if you wanted to have something like that in there, to choose any kind of, any photo that you want. So you don't need to go searching and paying elsewhere, because I've spent, sometimes if I really have to have a specific photo, sometimes actually buying those photos is $10. So just paying for that membership with Canva is, again, a really beneficial way to do it, and it's cost effective. So if I wanted to look for something like funny face, then, and I've used some of these, for people being confused or whatever it may be, they work well on social media, and they work really well for presentations and just enabling your content to stand out. Because at the end of the day, if you have something that stands out, it's a mix of, you want beautiful content, but you also want things that, make people look twice. And so all of these things of faces, they always work, whether they're animal faces, whether they're, faces in the kitchen, or whether they're just, silly faces of kids or adults that make you look twice. And particularly if you're talking about, like, are you confused or something, and you had this picture here, or something, you can get away with it. You can't get away with it if it's like you're trying to be professional. But if you're talking about someone's confusion and tapping into that, you can use these kind of pictures. Okay, so I hope this has given you a taste of how to create an ebook with Canva, and the different ways that you can do it, whether you're doing the newsletter or whether you're doing a workbook. There are so many options that you can do to create content that will work for your specific brief and enable you to look really professional and stand out.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. I share lots of tips and strategies to help you build and scale your online business. See you again soon.